Hello, my name is Michaela Jelson, and I'm going to be doing a book summary over the report card by Andrew Clements. So it starts off with there is two main characters. It is Nora and Steven. Steven is Nora's best friend, and it takes place in an elementary school. So it all begins when Nora has been secretly concealing her remarkable intelligence from her parents and teachers and still trying her best to do badly in school to prove to herself as nothing more than average. Nora observes and her classmates so she doesn't stand out. She becomes interested in one of her fellow classmates, which is her best friend Steven as well, and they become friends. When their Connecticut mastery tests come out, Steven's low scores persuade him that he is stupid, per se, as students start treating the scores as a competition, reflecting on their intelligence. To encourage Steven and prove that the scores are not important, Nora decides to get a bad report card, which consists of all D's and one C, when she is usually a all-A student. Nora reveals to Steven that she is actually a genius, and he comes up with a plan to prove that grades don't really define who you are. He intentionally tells the school's gossiper, Jenny, that Nora is a genius. Word spreads, Nora begins to become and act like a snob and challenges teachers by bringing up topics that have not been taught in school. When she is confronted by the principal the next day for scoring a 0 on her last 3 tests, she explains that she does not her grades because they cause too much competition, and she doesn't want that to define who her classmates are. She stays home the next day pretending that she is sick so she does not have to go to school, when she discovers that Steven has started a campaign for all students to rebel, scoring 0s on their next test. However, they did have pretty success rate, and a lot of the students did follow through with that. During a school meeting, however, Steven and Nora apologized on behalf of the involved students before the whole school. Nora expressed that she thinks grades cause too much competition and really bring down someone's self-esteem. It causes the extra smart kids to be snobbish and stuck up, and the normal kids to think that they're dumb or stupid. Mr. Bryan, however, does support Nora, saying that she did think grades were getting too much into what was being talked about. Nora tells her mother and Miss Hackney that she does not want to be promoted into the advanced classes. She just wants to act as a normal kid, like the rest of them. As far as a reflective of this story, I feel like this is a good book for children to read, as it shows how that no one really wants to be left behind or singled out with their grades. And it really doesn't matter what your grades are. As far as the purpose is to show that your grades do not make up who you are. Just because you are smart does not mean that you are not good enough to do anything like anyone else can. Some life skills that could be taught in this book or learned is responsibility, kindness, and intelligence, that even if you're smart, you can still be kind. And this book reminds me of a lot when I was in high school, and everyone was always comparing grades. However, when I was in high school, it did come easy to me, so I did have really good grades, so I wasn't afraid to show my grades. However, I just didn't feel like it was right for the people that did struggle to have to compare them to me, and the other students as well. An activity that I thought of, which is a little bit different, is have the students use Steven and Nora and have them choose from the story and write a conversation that Steven and Nora might have had, not in the book, but could have had in the book. Thanks for listening.